Today is September 30th, very close to October 1st. The Yankees win 2 games in Toronto. They do it for Bronxie. They gain 1 player. They lose a couple players. They're 2 games up with 3 to go. Let's do it. Let's talk Yanks.
Talking Yanks with old JOMBOY, JOMBOY Jake. Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, theme, and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these 2 fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talking Yanks with old JOMBOY, JOMBOY Jake. Talking Yanks with old JOMBOy, JOMBOY Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks, brought to you by DraftKings. My name is Jimmy. I got Jake sitting next to me and producer BBD in the corner. The Yankees win the bookends up in Toronto. They're sitting in a pretty decent spot going into the last series of the season, but it's not locked up. It's exciting, but still nervous. Jake, how you doing?
James, BBD, Zach's in the room. Everyone live in the chat. Bronxie! What is going on, everybody? Yankees win 2 out of 3. They win a record episode. Homer drafts are fun. It's, we've been waiting for a lot of this kind of Yankee baseball all year. We're getting a good brand. It also does tie into, again, when I met Bernie Williams. People forget that part of it. Never mind. Bronxie. So, yeah, man, it's really exciting. Jim, I was saying it a lot today. Today's game was huge for the emotions of this weekend. Yankees' magic number to make the playoffs is 2. Win 1 and all the other teams lose 1. Win 2, you're home. There's a good chance they are hosting the wild card game, and we don't need to give the whole Garrett Cole speech and why he's on this team. And I think what we will talk about, some of the depth of this bullpen and what that has done to this Yankees team. But yeah, man, it's very exciting, but it's also, I think, a lot of the logical fans like ourselves and everyone that listens to this are saying, it's still going to build up for 1 game.
Yeah, as soon as you get over the one hump of like exciting that they have grid position right now, then the gut dropping wild card thoughts start coming.
Like it's
and I will say this, it's not locked up, and they have Cole ready to go in game 162 if they need him on 3 days rest. If they lose the first 2 and the other teams win it, it would be all tied up going into Sunday, and Cole is ready to pitch on short rest. Otherwise, he's going on wild card day on long rest. But that's the plan. It's Nestor, then Monty, and then you hope not Cole.
Yeah, and the Yankees are 2 games up, so they got to win 2 against Tampa. Their games mean nothing to them in theory. Tampa has clinched the 1 seed, if you don't know that. So, they're still going to be tuning up their pitchers and play matchups. They're Tampa. And John Sterling said it best. It's a non-contact sport. Like, the pitcher will always try to get the hitter out. The hitter will always try to get a hit. So, we're not home yet, but with today's win, we get to breathe a lot easier and do a lot less math. You win a couple games this weekend, it's all good. If not, we saw Boston lose again to the Orioles tonight. Boston, Seattle, and Toronto all play bad teams, Baltimore, Washington, and LAA. But baseball will rear its head, so to have this one in the pocket, and they're playing good ball right now. Today was a playoff game, and they beat Robbie Ray, who's going to win the AL Cy Young in Toronto. So yeah, it's just tough because like the pinnacle of your excitement can only go so far because there's going to be a 1-game playoff. But man, I'll tell you what, if they get me past that 1 game, I'm going to be feeling more excited than I probably thought I could for the past 5 months or so.
We got to get there first.
We got to get there.
I need one more win.
Yeah.
I they're going to be in the wild card. It would be tragic if they're not.
Yeah.
But I'm only saying this because as soon as I fully say I have to prep myself for wild card emotions, I'm a shell of myself.
Right. A wild card, one game wild card in baseball, the emotions, we talk about them lots. And Dino, the great, you're the best. There's kind of nothing like them. It's do or die, and, this team still does some small things that are scary in one game. And, hey, Garrett's start this series wasn't great, and with the depth in the bullpen now, we'd normally say, go Garrett, go Garrett, go Garrett. Does that change a little bit? Because they've got a lot of options now. So, hey, fun conversations. I wish we had a forum for them.
Before we get into the recap here, it's the bigger conversation, so I'm going to do it quick anyway.
Yes.
I got some answers myself from this game and the way they're doing the pitching schedule into what I think they will do if it's
interested.
all of that. And I believe, if I'm reading their tea leaves right,
Okay.
Cole wild card game, Nestor game 1, Monty game 2 of the DS, Cole game 3, and then Kluber King.
Oh, wow. You're really jumping ahead in the tea leaves.
4, if they need it.
Yeah, I'm not ready to talk those tea leaves.
No?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
Let's get there. And then I'll read all sorts of goddamn leaves. I'll host a leaf podcast. We won't post it on this feed. I'll post it on Wake and Jake.
By the time we get there,
different leaves.
they'll announce it before we get there. By the time we get there, but
If they get there, you never know. Funny business.
BBD, you interested at all?
Definitely interested, and I guess a lot. What's up with JMO? Because they haven't said he's done.
they
But
haven't
also,
IL'd him.
why would you say it? Or
Yeah.
the possibility.
And are they going to give them the Sunday start? They haven't IL'd them, so there's some fun stuff there.
Only if they're clinched or they can't be out of it. So it's clinched or Cole starts.
Right.
On Sunday,
Yeah.
if they have to win to get in.
Yes. They can't be
They'd
eliminated.
have to
on
lose
Sunday.
the first 2 games.
Yes. And
Everyone else
would have to
everything.
win.
So, yeah, that's...
But they asked Cole, are you ready to pitch if that happens? And he said yes,
Yeah.
obviously. But, I don't know the JMO plan. They haven't pitched Herman yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't end up getting in yesterday, right? They warmed him up.
He warmed up. I wonder if they want to use... Yeah, man. We did the playoff roster episode. Go check that out. It's already changed a lot. Voit is hurt. Gallo's hurt. Taillon is hurt. So, yeah, we'll see. There's a lot of moving parts that are going to happen in the next 3 days that dictate one game, and then hopefully a 5-game set after that.
Yeah. Taillon's interesting. All right. You want to get into this series?
I think so.
First burn is brought to you by Topps NFTs.
It's the Tops.
With the final week of the regular season upon us, here's your chance to collect the players and moments that made this season so unforgettable with the Topps Bunt MLB card trader app. You ask about big moments from this Yankees season. I think all of them are going to come from the last 9 days. Maybe Cole shutting down Houston. Some of the game-ending triple play.
Triple play is cool.
Whatever that other big Cole start was, which I guess I can't remember all the circumstances of it, so maybe that isn't one.
Yeah, so all those moments, maybe they're on these NFTs. Topps Bunt is the official digital trading card app of the MLB and MLBPA and releases new content every day featuring your favorite players, both past and present, as well as iconic moments like teams punching their tickets to the postseason and more. Why'd you make a face?
So I downloaded Topps Bunt 21 app.
Yes.
I'm in on it. I'm playing the game. I hadn't made a username yet.
Okay.
Want to click around, get in there. I tried to make my username Talkin Jake.
Taken.
Yeah. I will find you and I'll kill you in your sleep.
Try to make it JOMBOY.
Enjoy the Topps app. Underscore, no underscore.
No. The app is free to play, and collections from around the world come together to connect, collect, and play their collections in real-time scoring contests to win in-app prizes. Build the ultimate digital baseball collection, craft or trade in lesser-valued cards for more rare ones. Play the card wheel to win a prize with every spin, and complete missions to unlock new content. Topps Bunt 21 will also be the premier destination for all the playoff action, releasing new collectible content with every twist and turn in the 2021 postseason. Download the Topps Bunt app now in the iTunes App Store and Google Play. Bonds. Was John Boy taken?
Patty Mac. Yes. Things have gotten out of hand.
Maybe they saved him for us.
Maybe.
Game 1. Yankees. Toronto. Burn, Jackie Burn.
Are you ready for playoff baseball as Ryu and the Bluebirds take on the power-drunk Yankees as Jameson Taillon and the Pinstripes try to win their 7th in a row? In the first, Flo Bichette gets it going with the RBI single. Boo! Aaron Judge homers to right. God, he's playing a good brand of baseball right now to tie it up at ones. Get out of here, you dick. Dickerson with the RBI double. It's 2-1. Taillon has to come out, aggravates it. Don't like that at all, but this Yankees bullpen. We'll talk about them in a minute. In the 5th, H to the Rizzo, RBI single. Gio Urshela scores on that, and the Judge sacrifices himself for the team with the sac fly to right to make it 3-2. We jump to the 7th. Jim, there goes that man again. Giancarlo, let the rhythm take you over, Giancarlo. 4th straight game with a homer. It's a 3-run jumbo dong off the ground to left. 6-2. Make it 7. You come running through my arms. It's okay, don't be alarmed. My safety blanket. Gio Urshela, Ella. It's 7-2 Yanks. They go Taillon to my king, Mike King, Clay Holmes, Chad Green, Luis Severino, and Wandy Peralta. Shut them down the rest of the way. Yankees take Game 1, 7-2 final. Nailed it.
I was surprised they didn't use Domingo in the 9th inning there when they were up 5 runs and they went to Wandy instead.
Yeah.
And never mind.
And he was warming up with... Which game was he warming up with Severino? Was that this game? Yes.
Yeah.
I think him and Sevy were double dipping in the pen. And then in top 7, Giancarlo hits that homer. That was special. That was fun.
Silly.
Freakish. Not normal.
Silly homer. Judge opens up the scoring with a solo homer. You're going to hear about that again. The news from this game is that J-Mo had to come out because he wasn't, because his re-aggravated his injury. So they had to pivot. They go to Kinger, gives him 42 good pitches. I think Bichette got him, and then Dickerson got him. So that was the 1 run. And then Holmes to Chad to Sevy when it was a 4-run game. That's good. That's of note. But the Holmes inning was like, they didn't score, but that was bad.
He had 2 walks, wasn't as sharp. It's
wild pitches.
It's funny reliving these games. I mean, Yankees only gave up 3 hits.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty wild. Yeah, it didn't look like the sharp Clay Holmes we have now gotten accustomed to as Yankees fans. He's earned a little bit of a wiggle, but it's so funny. You know, we haven't had to have a lot of the postseason conversations, and you forget how fluid a bullpen is. Like, has Luis Severino jumped Clay Holmes in the bullpen?
Where's Laza?
Like, where Johnny Laza looked pretty gross on the way back. So it's crazy to think about. Clay Holmes, he gets jumped by Bo Bichette later in this series. Like, if Clay Holmes gets touched up in a Tampa game that could be meaningless, does that mean he gets jumped by 3 guys in the bullpen? It's kind of a good problem to have. Clay has earned so much this year. Yeah, man. I mean, this was big too. I mean, Toronto, they opened up their stadium to more fans. There's more juice in the crowd. This series was their season fully on the line.
Oh, can I say something that
Sure.
I don't mean?
I don't know.
I think it's going to come off trolly, but I don't mean it.
Okay.
Didn't feel juiced up, the stadium.
That's true.
Like, we've played games in environments like Fenway. And I guess if you're an upset Blue Jays fan, like Yankee Stadium hasn't really felt juiced up a lot this year.
Yeah.
But I didn't feel energy from the crowd pouring through the TV.
Yeah, I guess the only time it really did was kind of the end of Game 2. But yeah, outside of that,
It still
It
is
wasn't-
like a limited capacity.
they're up to 30K, which it's a lot of people.
Enough that it can still get loud.
Yeah.
If it,
Toronto has a really good reputation for fans. I think that's a fair point, is not shots fired. It never felt like raucous in there.
Yeah, because when Toronto gets juiced up,
Right.
it's one of the top raucous stadiums, and there's beer being thrown. And they cheer louder for pop-ups than any other stadium. That's a shot. That was a little poke. They do, though. It's like so loud. They didn't have to pinch hit. They didn't pinch run anyone in this game. Offensively, it was clean. They said do a lot of dancing with the bullpen. So that's game 1 for Bronxie.
For Bronxie.
You ready to talk about game 2?
Bronxie's life on the line, like you said, was weird vibes going into this game because it was Ryu and Taillon's first starts back, so that was a little funky, but yeah, I think I'm ready for game 2.
All right, game 2. Cole on the bump. Yankees trying to win the series. Burn, Jakey, burn.
Toronto needs to win as Jose would throw all sorts of twigs and Barrios at the Yanks. What? Meanwhile, Garrett gets to get the hot gun for a chance to win the Cy Young, but instead he was a little cold. A double play by the Jays from their up the middle combo. Homers from Simeon and Bichette. It's 4-0 after 3. Bedtime Barrios was lights out as he was perfect through 4, but the Gardner did it with the wood in the 5th, and Gio rocks an RBI single. Great fortitude by the Yankees to make it 4-2, but terrible fortitude as another pop-up drops between Gio and Gallo. It's 5-2 Birds, but a judge-mandated sacrifice fly. Thank you, sir. And Higgy, can't you see your 2 RBI single just hypnotized me? It's a tied ball game at 5s. Oh, no, Bichette. Bo does it again, his 2nd of the game. God. Off of Clay Holmes, the 2nd extra base hit Clay Holmes has given up this year. 1 to Alejandro Kirk, 1 to Bo Bichette. Jays and Romano, they hold on to win 6-5.
Oh.
Deborah. I don't really have a Ray Romano. His voice is super nasally, right?
Nasally and just stutters a lot. Stammers. Talks so slow.
Slow, yeah.
Slow down your talking. Say the first word of the sentence a couple times.
Springer.
I think he says it like Springer's out there. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
We'll work on that.
We'll work on it, okay?
Let me get a Ray Romano clip up and see what I can do. Let me get one listen to it.
Okay. He's going to get one
I
listen.
get one
We're
listen.
going to figure it out. Google Ray Romano talking about the Yankees.
Everybody
and see if he ever
loves
has a clip.
Raymond Yankees.
Yes, everybody loves Raymond Yankees. Okay. This
see.
game kind of stunk because it scared me because Cole's supposed to be, the best and
Right.
pitched in the wild card game. He might be pitching against the Blue Jays, and he's now faced them a couple times. They're all kind of weird, but You and I had similar vibes. I don't know if Cole's getting an award and we're going to talk about it then, or you want to talk about it now. But we had a little conversation this afternoon, and I think we had very similar thought process on what was going on with Cole.
I think we can reveal it. I mean, I don't think we're Yankees whispers at all.
No, I just didn't know if you want to talk about now or awards. We're definitely going to say it.
I think now, I mean, Cole...
He pitched weird.
Like, does he get... I don't know if he's up for an MFer. I think the conversation can happen now. Man,
He didn't throw any of his knuckle curves.
I haven't looked at a younger Deborah Messing in a while. Holy smokes. Yeah, his knuckle curve, which when it's right is normally kind of his best strikeout pitch. I guess that or the slider on a given day.
Yeah, he throws the curve like 15%.
But the slider just wasn't there all day. He was yanking it like almost to a frustrating degree that it was just in the left-handed hitter's batter box to all righties. And then he threw a couple good knucky curves that it almost seemed like he didn't want the cat to be out of the bag if he saw Toronto again in 5 days.
Yeah, I was weirded out by, I was like, why is he still throwing so many fastballs?
So many fastballs, and they're such a good fastball hitting team. I mean...
When Bichette hit his home run, complete change in Cole, the next two batters. He was like, fuck it.
Right.
I'm throwing sliders and curves and changeups. And he attacked the zone with them and like breezed through the rest of the game besides the Gallo drop.
Yeah, I mean, it almost... Yeah, it felt like, you know, we talked about that Mike King quote the other day. It was like, okay, Cole, do as much as you can against this team without using your knuckle curve. And then he almost snapped a little bit and then went for it. But, yeah, I mean, that's where I had a weird feeling in my mouth at the end of this one because I guess my feeling was they were on a 7-game win streak, and that's got to end at some point. Cole gets hit around, so you hate that. And then you have the missed pop-up, which is kind of...
Their thing.
Not kind of, just unacceptable.
It's also their thing now.
And it's their signature now. That, like, I walked away with almost a loss had to come at some point, and they didn't deserve to win. So I kind of landed mentally in an okay place. That being said, when I realized how important today's game was, when I was doing some turkey math with the wild card, I was like, oh, shit, it would have been really nice to have that.
Yeah.
But, you know, again, still can't get mad at Clay Holmes. Bichette's awesome. I mean, he's kind of the new all Yankee killer shortstop. I think he's got a good candidacy for that.
I did a lot of counting.
Okay.
All pitches up until the Bichette homer, 51% fastball, 26 slider, 19 change. After that, 37 slider, 35 fastball, 23 change. So slider became the number one pitch, and he upped the fastballs, and he just never threw the curveball. But similar thought process in Game 2 and Game 3. Booney needs to be quicker to pull Kluber, and Cole needs to be quicker to just change and his pitch mix. It's like, you know, but Bichette's homer shouldn't have triggered that. It should have happened a little bit earlier.
It seemed like he was saving something. I think we would have seen Cole switch over earlier. And hey, the other reason that this didn't hurt, Barrios was gross.
Through 4.
Barrios was gross through 4. It looked like he was throwing a blitz ball. And then, like, I was almost proud of the Yankees. Like, they put together, like, a playoff rally to score off of him with Urshela and guard dog. And then they have the drop, which sucks, but they fought back from that. So it was like, okay, you know, this series that meant so much to Toronto, their starting pitcher looked gross. Our ace got rocked. And the Yankees fought back like twice to get back into this game. So there was a weird mix of there was kind of some good stuff there. They didn't deserve to win, and this is what happened. So, yeah. And then the end of the game gets funky because Gallo gets hit by a pitch, and he gets yanked before his final at-bat. So there was a lot of talk about that. We saw Luke Voit again, and might be the last time we see Luke Voit. That was
Weird. He got hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. Then
The Gallo drop's bad.
The final at bat ends with Romano, who's been hey Deborah.
Did you figure it out yet?
No, I mean I found a clip where he's talking. There's no him talking about the Yankees. Let's see. Oh my God, it's so quiet. What are we doing here? This is so quiet. Why is this clip so quiet? Oh, that's his dad talking.
That's right. There's lots of ladies here. You always sit out and just talk to people. Don't be afraid to eat eggs in front of everybody.
I don't know. It's pretty normal.
It'd be great to eat eggs in front of it. Yeah, it's more normal. But yet, when everyone does a Ray Romano impression, okay, we got that out. Yeah. The Voit stuff sucks. I guess we kind of didn't do that in grounds crew, housekeeping, maintenance.
It sucks because they just put him on the bench, and it sucks because they made him useless, and he's a good hitter. And now, there's part of me that's like Velasquez is more weapony off the bench than Cole, if that's who they used, than Voit, if that's who they use in the postseason. It sucks because Voigt's been such a good hitter and is a good hitter when he gets regular starts, and I feel rude being well, Velasquez is offers more off the bench anyway. Because
for how they're going to use him. It's like Ottavino last year. If you're going to use him that way, you're basically wasting him.
Yes. It's a good comparison. Yeah. So
thanks, Deborah.
You're almost there.
It's nothing.
I am running into a theory that the curveball hurts his hamstring.
Whoa. Hamstring theory.
Because sometimes with a curveball you land on your leg a little more. You really lean on it so your arm can yank. I'm trying to find stats before and after the hamstring. So before the hamstring it was 16.6%, and after the hamstring it's 16.2%. So my theory is not valid.
Holds.
It's not a valid theory. It holds no water. I'm interested. If he faces Toronto again, I'm very interested to see how he goes about it. But that's game 2. They did come back, and that was nice.
That's the thing, man. When you put it all in the blender, it was all right. This game meant so much to Toronto. If Toronto lost this game, their season was over. Barrios looked gross. We fought back. Cole looked bad. We did our drop a pop-up play. Everything made sense by the end.
I think I gave Gallo MFer last time, so I can't do it again. But, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I did that's super WFAN hot takey?
Ooh.
And I forget the results because I was in a tired, weird state on that day. I went and saw if Gallo's ever played meaningful games down the stretch.
Yeah. It's tough because he got hot for a stretch, and then he got hurt again, right? And it's, I'm assuming from his stat line, this dude has to be a streaky player.
Oh, it has to be. That's his whole style.
We did this when we were learning Stanton a little bit, which, again, very different ball players. But I'm assuming Joey Gallo's pretty streaky. When home runs come, they come in bunches. And when you do it with the walks, it becomes a crazy OPS.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about offense.
The defense.
The defense has been incredibly just shaky. He's just playing a nervous outfielder when I think he had quotes earlier about how they were going to play an aggressive outfield. They're just going to go get it and stuff like that. It's dude, that's not what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean.
And then he hasn't played any meaningful games.
The ball in Fenway, you've got drops surrounding that, so kind of weird baseball voodoo. And he ended up in center field, so it's almost was that too aggressive by him? And then Gio, hey, those plays are supposed to be easy for major leaguers. Gio kind of has a habit of doing the drift to catch. Gio, when he drifts back on a ball, he does it like he's got it lined up the whole way instead of kind of running to a spot, lining it up, I got it. So I think Joey's thrown off by that. That being said, none of that's an excuse, and where that ball lands, it's Joey Gallo's the outfielder. You have to scream, that's your ball, you got to want that. So
Yeah.
The only yeah, I mean Gio hasn't played a ton of shortstop, but in that case, it just means Gallo has to know even earlier. If I think I got it, I'm calling you off.
Yeah.
So that's
let's
almost
just
point against Gallo.
not have him drop any more balls.
I'm with that.
And
I think that
like
should
a
be
big
something
part
we
of the
work on in
appeal.
Tampa or against Tampa.
I'm with that. No
Let's
drop
catch him.
balls.
Catch the catchable ones.
Ball doesn't touch the ground.
We saw Vladdy drop a ball too.
Yeah.
It's just drop season.
I think it's just drop season, man.
There's
Just
been just
infectious.
weird Yankee pop-up stuff, them and their opponents last couple series.
Yankee pop-ups.
The appeal of Gallo is supposed to be the good defense, so please do good.
Please do good. Burn number 3.
I can do burn number 3. I can talk about it.
On your mark. Get set. Burn, Jakey, burn.
The pitching matchup sounds like a nerdy kid talking about their loser game they play. Kluber Ray, former Cy Young winner Corey Kluber versus future Cy Young winner Robbie Ray in a rubber match in the Great North. Top 1. Here comes the judge, little darling. He's all right. Solo homer to center. It's 1-0 Yanks. Klubes gets dicked around on a Corey double to tie it up. And then bottom 5, isn't he lovely? Oh, boy, Gio and Booney give Ledito a third look at Kluber. And he goes full Humpty Dumpty as he hits one on the top of the wall. Simeon scores on the Flyers.
Wow.
That's good stuff. That's good turtle
Okay.
as a pet humor.
Who are you taking? Young Deborah Winger, young Deborah Barone, or young Deborah Messing?
Is that the same?
No.
Deborah Barone, Ray Ramone's wife.
Yeah. It's Deborah Messing.
Deborah Messing. Oh my God, it's Deborah Messing.
Deborah Barone
Right.
and Deborah Winger.
Oh. I've got a brand new bicycle. I might be Barone, Messing, Winger.
Cool. Okay, we're back. Pardon us, just doing our Deborah
Sorry about
off.
that, guys.
Read the last couple lines of the burn that they missed. There's so many great music reference. If you had to pay licensing for the music references, you would have spent like $20 million bucks.
So the line that I really liked was Vladito goes full Humpty Dumpty as he hits one on top of the wall. Robbie Ray plays some Skinnerd. Give me 3 jacks. Give me 3 jacks. Robbie, give me 3 jacks out the park. And then a little Piano Man for Uncle Brett. So Love you guys. Can't just reburn, right?
No, we got the
So the
burn.
people are kind of asking for that, and it would save me like an hour if we just do it again.
Wow.
Burn.
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 Burn. Burn. Burn. Burn. Burn. Burn. Burn. Burn. Burn. Burn.
The pitch and matchup sounds like a nerdy kid talking about their loser game they play. Kluber Ray, former Cy Young winner Corey Kluber versus future Cy Young winner Robbie Ray in a rubber match in the Great North. Top one. Here comes the judge, little Homer. He's all right. Solo job to center. It's 1-0 Yanks. Klubes gets dicked around by Corey on a double to tie it up. And then bottom 5, isn't he lovely? Oh boy, Gio. And then Booney giving Vladito a third look at Kluber. And he goes full Humpty Dumpty as he hits one off the top of the wall. Simeon scores on the double. 2-1 Jays, but top 6. Hey, Robbie Ray, why don't you play some Skinnerd? Why don't you give me 3 jacks? Give me 3 jacks, Robbie. Give me 3 jacks out the park. Rizzo, Judge, and Gleyber, oh my. Just like that, it's 5-2 Yanks. The bullpen made the Blue Jays offense look like the New York Jets as there was no scoring to be had, while the Yankees would sing us a song. You're the piano man. Uncle Brett puts the icing on the cake. Kluber to King to Sevy to Chad to Chappie. Yanks win 6-2 and take 2 out of 3 from the Birds.
I think it was better the second time. Crushed it.
The crowd, man, there's something about the crowd when you're creating that it just brings something different through you, out of you.
What is it?
Sperm.
Oh. All right, good game 3. Good game 3. Managing decisions, coaching decisions that we need to discuss. Obviously, there's the Kluber, leaving him in to face Vladdy for the 3rd time. I think I know a lot of people listen to the show that don't watch the games or aren't on Twitter, but a lot of people also are. And there's this thing you get when you're live tweeting the games where you're like, okay, I disagree with this move, but do I disagree with it so much that I'm going to rush to get my take off before the fact? Because if you don't tweet before the fact that you don't like the move, you can't complain about it after the fact because you need the evidence that, like, see, I'm not second guessing. I said it beforehand. And the amount of people that rush to Twitter, including myself, to be like, Kluber versus Vladdy for 3rd time, strap in. This isn't good. Why would you do this? The amount of people that did that because they were so confident that they wanted to get ahead of it was a lot. My feed was like, it was all just like 5 words, like, can't let him hit face 3 times because everyone was like, you can't do this.
It's Vladdy. I mean, if Shohei Ohtani, a freak of all freaks, kind of the story of this MLB season when the book gets written, didn't exist, he'd be the MVP in this day and age where pitchers don't face batters 3 times. Never mind Kluber, who was solid today, versus Vladdy, who, again, would win the MVP in a normal year. And, yeah, I mean, you also have to go baseball gods there. I mean, if Gio snags that liner or they turn the double play, you're already home free. Instead, you're giving the best hitter in the game another at-bat on the 3rd time through. So that's tough. That's tough. And, hey, man, kudos to the Yankees for making that story go away because we would have been sitting here brooding. They only had 1 hit up until that point. It was the Judge homer. And they bounce back the next inning, and they have a 3-home-run inning. Kind of special. You know, I had a Jakey life situation where I was picking up a rental car at LaGuardia at 8:30 p.m. on a Thursday night because that's normal. Haven't flown. And yeah, I was listening to that inning in the car, so I asked, like, do I have to stay? But it was Rizzo 3-0 again, and I was like, okay. So, because Robbie Ray had just been through 13 straight. 13 straight Yankees. Before that was a Gary walk. And he was 3-0 to Rizzo again. And Rizzo was 3-0 earlier. He put a great swing on it. He put his A swing on it. He just missed it. So he takes the 3-1, fastball looking, and then he hits a homer. And, dude, it's so funny, and it's part of the reason we love baseball so much is that the conversations you're having with yourself. Because, Robbie Ray was cruising so hard at this point that I wasn't mad at the 3-0 swing before. And then I wasn't mad at it again because I was like, well, his 3-0 swing, we've only got one hit. That was probably our second best swing of the game. And then I was mad again because I was like, well, at least he could have got Robbie Ray's pitch count up. Because Robbie went into that inning with like 70 pitches or something, 75 pitches.
Yeah, my ask. So this was the first inning that I shouted out an ask. I was in the kitchen. I said, how many pitches is Robbie Ray at? And they said 79 or 77. And I said, well, let's make this his last inning then. Yeah. Let's ask for it. You got to ask to receive in this world. So that's the only, right, BBD? You were there. It's the only time I asked for anything, and then it happened. You
asked it just like that, too.
Yeah, it was pretty much word for word. So kudos to me for getting us through that.
Kudos to you.
I just wish I would have asked for more stuff earlier and things like that. Yeah. You forget sometimes. You don't want to be greedy. What other decisions? I was surprised they went to King. He threw 42 in game 1, so 2 days rest, and they go back to him. But I think they feel the same way I do. I said in the pregame show that King's like my blanket right now. He's my, should have been an award, but whatever. And they go to him. We see Sevy again, strikeout Vladdy. Interesting usage of Sevy. I think that's a good conversation to have later. Good game. Judge is amazing. I know Stan hits the wild home runs, but Judge has been doing the same thing.
Judge is, that was a tone setter. That was first inning. That was my premonition in the pregame show. Because I thought the Yankees were going to take this game seriously because I thought this was a huge game for them. And Judge, if that doesn't happen, they would have been no hit through the first 4 again. Huge Judgy. And man, what an inning. Up until a certain point, until the 8th inning, all of their hits were home runs, or even into the 9th.
Yeah.
When Guard Dog hit his, Gio had the infield single, and I was like, come on, dude. Man.
It's homer or bust day.
That bullpen, King, Sevy, Chad, Chappie, look out.
Judge with 10 homers in September.
And I don't think it's awards or anything, and I think it's the conversation that you and me have been most Rams on the mountain a bit. What did you think about Kluber today?
Bad again. He allowed 8 on every single inning, had a runner on. He can't get through the 5th inning, and he gets hit kind of hard. Like, not a playoff quality start, in my opinion.
Okay. That's tough.
He had 8 runners on in 4 2/3. Like every inning, he was throwing pressure pitches.
Yeah, if Gio catches that ball and he's 5 innings, 6 hits.
It's Monty doing these things. You're talking.
I was gonna say the opposite to you. If this was Monty's start, you'd say this was a 5-inning, 1 earned run Monty start.
But he didn't even get out of the 5th.
But he would have if Gio snags a ball that's in his glove that Michael K says you catch that ball.
It was a hot shot. I don't think that was a crazy.
It would have been a good catch.
It would have been a good catch.
But it also was fully in his glove.
Yeah. But it was a leaping, I think the expected batting average 850, and it was 100 miles per hour or something.
Okay.
But yeah. Anything else on this game, pitching wise?
Oh, we're getting some robot audio.
It's everyone, though.
All right.
Better now, says Julian.
Better now. Seems gone now. Fixed.
Sure. Okay. Want to get into awards?
Think so.
Let's do it. Awards today are brought to you by Canada Dips, our good friends from Humboldt. Dips, CBD, spitless, nicotine-free, tobacco-free. Enjoy the pouches without the grime, the badness. It's just good. It's CBD. They've mastered a discreet and fast-acting way to consume CBD and provided it in a format that can help you evolve your dip. Whether you want to toss in some Canada Dips when you are gearing up for a big game and needing to up your focus, or you just want to look like DJ LeMahieu around the office and proudly get to tell your coworkers, it's Canada Dips, man. Step it up. You can do it. Canada Dips CBD pouches are a versatile and effective product that still allows you to live on the edge and enjoy filling your lower lip. Cannabis CBD is offering our listeners a great offer. They are so confident you will love the dips and want to offer you 20% off site-wide to help power you and the Yankees into the playoffs. The Red Sox aren't on the pouches, so let's use our competitive advantage. Head to Canada Dips CBD and use promo code YANKEES for 20% off site-wide. These Canada Dips CBD pouches are all natural, spitless, and are great to use whenever and wherever. No more hiding your tin. Go to CanadipsCBD.com, discount code YANKEES. The first award we give out here on Talkin' Yanks is, well, silent.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
Pride of the Yankees. Who's up first? Me?
I believe so.
It's October, dude. It's best month of the year. Just changed 12 midnight.
How about it?
That's awesome. I mean, if I have to go with the human, which I do feel obliged to do, I'm going to go Aaron Judge.
It's a good pick.
9-finger Judge. Just dominated. 4 hits. 3 homers. Big ones, fun ones, easy ones. 9-finger Judge, man. He's the pride of the Yankees. He's so good. Someone tweeted me, he was like, Stan making a running for MVP? I was like, I love Stan. He's not MVP of the team.
Yeah, I think Caster said that on a broadcast the other day, that like Stanton was making a Yankees MVP push, and I was like, no.
It's Judge.
They're nice. The home runs are nice. But you wouldn't let one of them play in the field for 3/4 of the season.
Yeah, but it's Judge.
It's
It's
Judge.
because Judge is a top 4 player in MLB right now.
Yeah.
The best.
Yeah.
Easy pride. Do you have a pride lined up?
That's a good one. I got a little choked up, but I think I'm going to save it for a later award. And I'll give it a pride of the Yankees.
Okay.
My pride of the Yankees. Let's see. There's a couple guys here. Between a few guys.
Speaking of my pride, Judge had a pretty funny quote. Judge was asked what gives the Yankees confidence they'd still be able to make the playoffs even when things were the worst. And he said, we're the New York Yankees. You can't ever forget that.
Ever.
It's good stuff, man.
You know what, man?
Yeah.
I'm trying to rethink this. Actually, no. Now I'm really between two guys.
Okay.
I am going to give it to... How about Gleyber, man? Screw it. I was tough on him. He had the second best hitting series to 9-finger Judge, who is the best player in baseball. Never mind that top 4 stuff. You get rid of that pinky. Gleyber goes 5 for 12. He hits kind of the runaway home run today. If that doesn't happen, we would have been tight butthole. Was there anything at second base today that he actually got more involved on the pop-ups after Rizzo missed the one in foul play? But nothing like glaring, and that's kind of that used to be our whole speech about Gleyber. We don't want to notice you. The less we notice you, the better, especially on defense. And, man, we talked about it a lot. We watched the replay. Joe's clip is hilarious. If you guys aren't watching and following Joe's, you're missing out. Gleyber Torres hit a home run today that we haven't seen Gleyber Torres' home runs look like that in, a calendar year. So, yeah, I was super tough on him. I said, give me defense at short, figure it out. They move Gio over. They give Gleyber second. He's been hitting well. Go, Gleyber, go.
Guess what Gleyber's second half OPS is? 47 games.
Not including today, where he homered, right? Or
Yeah, but I
math?
can guess that it's maybe like 1 dot higher after a 1-for-4 with a homer.
860.
Whole second half. Oh. No, it's 801 plus today probably gets to 805 or something like that.
Yeah, people have been going really hot on Gleyber second half, which that's why my guess went up there, and it's been solid.
Well, 800 is pretty good. I mean, if you
right, especially in this year, but
less than 10 guys do 900 on the season.
Yeah,
but still, it's a 297 batting average, a 350 on base, and a 460
it's a good
slugging.
hitter. It's a good hitter.
Yeah, it's a great slash line. So that's going to be funny to look back on. Maybe he hit all second half.
Yeah, get ready for PPPs. And maybe playoffs, Gleyber?
Playoffs, Gleyber's a beast.
Like that.
I'm glad he got your pride.
Yeah, man. He heard a lot of shit. We've heard different things about the move to second base. Him excited, not excited, whatever. Good for him.
That's my computer. ESPN with a late video. Aha. Okay, well, that leaves us to the next step of the show.
You Yankee motherfucker.
And this is a tough one.
Yeah.
This is a real tough one. Because I said I wasn't going to give it to Gallo again because I gave it to him last week. So he's out for me.
Right.
Which I have no idea what to do now. Dude, can I go both catchers?
I can allow that.
Because they each had 7 at-bats. So neither played a full series. Not a lot of hitting. And a lot of sloppy play.
Yeah.
Both of them. Higgy just had a ball. It kind of, every play is crucial. You get to the postseason, and Higgy had a ball today that just, he blocked it, but didn't block it, but it was in his feet, but then just didn't, get it in time, and the guy just went to second. It's guys, we can't do that. I also thought Higgy in this game tonight had a lot of hittable pitches that he didn't connect with. They were just lobbing him curveballs.
And it felt like he was sitting on them and still not hitting.
Yes.
He had, yeah.
And then Gary had, a hit and 2 walks. So, his numbers are decent. Or his on-base percentage is decent, but.
Yeah, I guess the thing is, and, we love Higgy. We love Higgy. Awesome dude. His throws recently have been non-competitive. And yeah, it's just, again, we've talked Gary and Higgy and everything else ad nauseum for the past couple years. The pitch framing and Higgy, we've talked about all that stuff, but yeah, his throws, man, Corey Dickerson stole on us, and it might have been his first steal of the year. I heard that from the back row, but I don't know if that's true or not. No, it's not. It's his fourth with the Jays. What's his ratio on the year? He's got 5 steals and 5 caught stealings.
It's not great.
32-year-old Corey Dickerson, never been known. 29 steals and 24 caught lifetime. So, like, not a speed guy, and he still won on Higster today. And, you just, again, that one-game playoff stuff we talked about before, all of A-Rod's weird speeches about speed and defense in playoffs, that partially true, but ignoring the fact that home runs change games. Watch out for that. So I don't know. That's why I was no hesitation on permission granted for the catchers.
All right. Do you have someone?
I'll do Cole, Band-Aid. We
Okay.
talked all about it. But
Okay.
it's a bad start before his next start is pitching for our season, probably.
He stood up, though, for Higgy when the low strike got called.
Fantastic on the bench today. Best bench effort of the season
By Cole?
by anyone.
No. I mean, Odor's winning top 5 of those.
I guess they're different categories because Cole's like into the game and cares, not Rugi running out of the bathroom to celebrate the home run.
It depends,
It's different genres.
Different genres.
Different
Yeah.
genres. Like Cole's winning best actor in a drama, and
Best in a comedy series.
Odor's getting best comedy series.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Regular old awards brought to you by DraftKings. Oh my God. I'm so glad I did not do the bet that I always do this morning on DraftKings because I have been chasing Alexander Wells down. I have been chasing him down. He's on my list. He's the pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles. He's from Australia, and he's a Twin. And he's not having a good rookie year. He's early, he's young, it's his debut, but his pitching, the Orioles have lost 8 of his 10 starts. Hold on. They have lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They've lost 7 of his 8 starts. And he's given up a home run in like almost every start that he loses. So I've been doing our DraftKings bet.
Yeah.
This pitcher will give up a home run and his team will lose.
Yeah.
And I've won 2 or 3 times betting this on Alexander Wells.
Yeah.
And if I saw that he was pitching against the Red Sox this morning, I would have taken it and said the Red Sox will hit a home run off him and the Red Sox will win. And I would have lost. And, I'm lucky that I didn't wake up and remember to place my bets on DraftKings and use promo code JOMBOY when I signed up for it because the Red Sox lost to Alexander Wells. He shut them down.
Yeah.
Did he even give up a home run?
Their one run, I don't know. Let's see, box score.
Yeah, Kike got one in the first inning. So I would have thought I was on the path to glory. So shout out to Wells. But yeah, I mean, DraftKings has been great because I've been doing a lot of those bets. You can do those as well. Right now, you can bet $1 on an NFL game, and they will give you $150 to bet with right away. Jake and I have been doing that. Jake's up to like $600 whatever dollars, just turning it on these bets. I forget more days than I remember, and I live in New Jersey. But you guys can do this as well. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code JOMBOY to receive $150 in free bets when you place a $1 bet on any football game. That's promo code JOMBOY this week at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. You must be 21 or older, New Jersey, Indiana, or PA only. New customers only. Minimum $5 deposit and $1 wager required. 1 per customer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or in Indiana at 1-800-9-WITH-IT.
Regular old
awards. Dagger Award.
Dagger Award.
Yeah.
Okay. The Dagger Award. Are you going Rizzo? Something like that? No.
No.
Felt like a bad guess.
No.
I had no lean.
Severino.
That was my other guess.
So you had another lean.
I did.
You had another lean.
I was Rizzo or Severino, but I no reasoning for both. But I just thought you
Want to know
were
why?
going there. I would.
Because we thought Sevy was going to be a little bit of a switchblade or a Swiss Army knife, should I say, for us. The first 2 times they used him, 35 pitches, multiple innings. You were saying just start him and have Nestor pitch behind him, guarantee him starts. Bolt guy, 3 innings after. His last 2 appearances, both in this outing or was one in Boston, but 15 pitches, 1 inning, high leverage.
Yeah.
Part of the pack back there. He's not a switchblade. He's just a dagger. He's just a 1 inning short guy. And I wonder if that's how seems like that's how they're using him. And if you have Kinger, he can be that other guy. Wandy can go deep. They're not going to use Wandy deep, but I kind of like it, dude. Like you mentioned at the top of the show, is Sevy, did he jump Holmes? Like, where is he in this pecking order? Loaisiga came back. Like, bullpen's the best we've ever had it, and this was not the Yankees' plan at all for what it should be. Right. But it's great. And, so Sevy's like a nice dagger in that pen.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. So his first 2 appearances were multiple innings, 2 innings, including that Boston one that was like, whoa. His first game is Texas, big lead, stadium, good times. Boston, he's in the teeth of it. 2 innings, 4 strikeouts, no hits, 1 walk. And then, Toronto, 1 inning, 1 K. And then tonight, he comes back out, 1 inning, 1 K. His stats, this was mentioned in the office, are starting to look really good. He's only given up 2 hits in 6 innings and 1 walk. He's got more than a strikeout per inning. I guess where I'll be interested, the Yankees probably still don't want to use him on back-to-backs. I wonder, and I think it's going to depend how, game 1 against Tampa goes, but do you pitch him maybe Saturday, like 2 innings, 35, 40 pitches just to keep him stretched out? Like, I don't want to necessarily lose the option of Sevy being a 1-inning guy. Like, I like what you're saying about the dagger Sevy. Like, 1 inning, go get it. But let's say this Yankee season does go on and you have hopes and aspirations of more. A 2-inning Severino changes things even more. Because we've talked about bullpen getting worn out and all of that stuff. If that door's open, I'd still like that.
Yeah, I don't know. If you can do that not in games. You can use him for 1 inning of however many pitches it takes him and then just have him finish it in the bullpen. They do that at the end of the year. So, I would agree that even if it's not in the game, I would have him throw around 30 to 40, in between 30-something pitches in that session. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if the games matter and count, and you're like, we can't trust second inning Sevy here in high leverage because we need to get outs. We'd rather go to Loaisiga and Holmes and check because we need to get those guys in as well.
Yeah.
Just has Sevy finish it in the bullpen to keep them stretched out. That's a way they can do that without using second.
Yeah, I guess it's just where my head's spinning is, you have 3 versus Tampa. You're not going to want to pitch them 35 pitches Sunday because you'd be playing Tuesday. So, yeah, I don't know. And they haven't used him back-to-back yet. Maybe they will tomorrow, and that's that test for them to pass to see if he has that. But, yeah, I'm interested to see. But, man, he's been good, and the fastball is back up, which that's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really nice.
Him and King are just game changers.
Mm.
So the Dagger Award. I didn't see it coming. Did not see it coming.
It's a good award.
What's your first award?
I'm giving out the Not So Helpless Turtle Award.
The Not So Helpless Turtle Award. I believe I'm going to guess that this is going to Gio Urshela.
Bingo. Got to make the layups. A lot's been talked about the shortstop position this year. We saw Gio make probably the best play that we've had at shortstop this year. Paul O'Neill, and, Paulie's on delay, and he's Paulie. He's like, I thought Gio was just going to smother that ball. But what he does, he rolls onto his back. Normally a helpless position for a turtle. I've been looking at a lot of turtle gifs, and I saw a turtle on their back, and I got so sad. So sad. Gio's throw on that play, my goodness. Sure, getting to the ball is cool. If you're at home later, why don't you lay on your back and try to throw at a target across the room?
If you're just doing something,
Well, that's living. It's not easy. And we've talked a lot how the throw from shortstop is what makes that position so tough. It's a cute turtle gif. She was a beauty. Go Gio, go Gio, go.
Also popped a homer. After replay, he said he got hit by the pitch.
Yeah.
I said, no, you didn't get hit by it. It just hit your bat. He says, okay, fine. I'll hit a home run. Now what? Now what do you wish happened earlier?
Yeah.
Learn your lesson next time, the Blue Jays.
Gio Urshela.
Yeah. Turtle shell.
He was a dreamer. Gonna watch that speech later.
Gio is a dreamer.
What's your final award?
I just don't. There's a lot of things I want to say that it's just kind of repetitive, you know? It's just kind of how many times can I continue to say these things over and over and over again?
Can I tell you something?
Crimson and Clover over and over. Yeah.
If you've got an award that connects to multiple guys and you want to let that out,
Yeah.
more than fine with it.
Oh.
Because I think my award's probably a little off your board today. My final award.
Okay. I'm going Chad. Oh shit, that's not the name of it though. If everyone can strike that from the record.
It's been strict.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna give out the. The It's October Now award.
It's October Now award. Can
Yeah.
I guess?
You can give it a guess. I hope I didn't trick you.
Attaboy. I would guess Chad at this point.
Who?
I would guess Chad.
Curtis?
No, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about
It goes to Chad Green.
Aha.
Yeah. It's October now. Spooky season. Thought you said play something spooky. Chad's seen a ghost. That's why his face is always that way.
Yeah.
That's all I can think about.
He used to be he was just like BBD. Just smiley and giggly.
Yes. His laugh was infectious.
But once he saw that ghost.
He saw a ghost. And,
things went dark.
yeah. And he's geared up now for spooky season. Obviously at a pretty rough stretch.
Sure is.
But they found him some off days. They gave him 4 days consecutively off. Since those 4 days, he's made 6 appearances, 7.1 innings pitched, 0 earned runs.
Yeah.
His fastball looked sharper. He threw some on the corners today that were like
Giddy up.
dotted. So, you know, I'd pitch Chad tomorrow or Saturday, one or the other, like one more appearance.
Right.
And then he needs Sunday and Monday off, so he goes into the wild card game at minimum 2 days rest.
Mm.
I hope they have a plan like that. I mean,
Yeah, that ties into the Sevy combo a little bit.
so he's looked good.
Clay Holmes has been pitched a lot this year.
Everyone has. Chad Loaisiga, Chad never went down. Like Loaisiga's injury is like a little saving grace for him.
Yeah.
If he comes back healthy. Chad's had a private moment with Bronxie too, and
Yeah. I understand how you feel.
I hope I'm a turtle one day.
I hope I too am a turtle one day.
Dude, this video, it keeps coming to the top of my Twitter feed of your bet of the day. What did Matty Mass put in your nose?
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Winners?
Money? Chad wins the October award. It's time to get spooky.
It's time to get spooky. Did you put up your decorations?
No.
Okay.
I haven't had much downtime. Don't see much coming up.
Yeah. Chad's 66 game today. Dude, fucking Holmes got used when he was in Pittsburgh. I think he's got 67 games. So, yeah, I hope winning game 1 against Tampa might be really big to, like, reset everything throughout the final 2 days. Chad's fastball looks back. Giddy up.
Yeah.
Giddy up. He gave up that double, and that kind of gave him
But that was
spooky
Bo.
shock. And, yeah, it was a little spooky, too.
But Bo didn't count this weekend.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. That's a good award.
Thanks. There was a baseball player named Chad Holmes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a reliever.
Relief pitcher,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
1966.
Jim, I almost gave this as my pride, but I didn't want people to think it was getting a little too distracting from what the episode should be.
Oh, you're going Bronxie?
It's not Bronxie. It's someone I keep in a similar ilk as Bronxie.
Oh, okay.
Kept this a secret in the office today for really no reason.
Oh, okay.
The award is the Congratulations Award.
Ooh.
You can guess. I guess we guessed the awards.
Congratulations. Do you?
Not me. That'd be pretty cool
BBD?
if I teed that up for myself. No, he does look great, though. It's a tight cut.
Hoodie Gleyber?
Never.
I don't know then. Your sister?
James. As of yesterday, now, at 4 p.m., my mother is retired.
Oh, yay.
So, shout out to my mom. She is the best to ever do it. So she's got full eyes on this postseason. We heard some of her scouting report from earlier on the mom's episode. So shout out to my mama. Put in her time.
Now she's going to drink some beers?
Yeah, she's been on a tequila thing of late. She's like me. She's not, not
Tied down.
Not too picky on a drink necessarily. But yeah, it was a big couple days. It was my sister's anniversary, Dad's birthday, Mom's birthday coming up. Mine's coming up, but Mama Bear, congratulations. I love you so much. Go, Mom.
Go, Lynn the bin. You're right. I didn't have that on my board.
I didn't think you did.
Didn't think you did. I did. Anything else that we missed? We got Nestor and Monty going against the Jays. We're facing Rays. We're facing McLaughlin.
Yeah.
He's been absolutely nasty for those last 15 starts or something like that. And it's a little tune-up for him.
Boz, who I don't think we've seen, and I think he's got some gross stuff. And then it says they have Waka lined up for the last day, but Fangraphs also says we have Severino lined up to start the last day. So
No, I think they announced that it's Waka somewhere. And that Waka was just, dealing. Either no 0 hits through 5, and they pulled him.
Yeah.
Because we're the Rays.
We're the Rays. Johnny Laza deserves a shout-out. We mentioned him. Day off the IL. He's pitching in high leverage. He looked good. 12-pitch inning. Again, game-changing stuff. Yankees formula stuff. So that's pretty huge. Mike King continues to look really good. It's going to be interesting to see where he slots in to a potential playoff series.
Fireman.
Yeah. It's just with the Yankees' depth now. Severino, Clay, Chad, Johnny, Chappie. He's probably jumped Wandy.
I think he's first out.
Yeah, it's just I think it's got to be surprisingly early. The Yankees have
Not for the wild card game, I don't think.
Right, not
But-
the wild card game, but even if they hit a 5-game set, it's almost got to be third inning.
Well, you can't use the top 4 every night. You got to win. You got to be up by 4 runs sometimes, down by a couple.
Yeah, but then there's off days this postseason too, so you're gonna have 2 on, off, 2 on, off. But Kinger's looked gross.
And if you don't use him there, if the starter goes 5-6 innings and you go to the daggers, then he's your extra inning guy at some point.
That's true. Waiter comes in. We'll see what's going on with DJ. DJ's got hip stuff. He got pulled midway through this game.
Yeah.
Gallo subbed in late after he doesn't start with forearm stuff.
So he should be back. If DJ's out, is it Odor at third or is it Wade at short, Gio at third? It should be Wade at short, Gio at third, but they're going to go Odor because they love Wade off the bench.
They love Wade off the bench, or, hey, is Velasquez going to get the call? He was traveling with the team, and right now it's a 3-man bench.
You would have thought they'd do Taillon and get him up there.
Yeah.
They probably need more than a 3-man bench, so yes, they'll probably get the call.
Yeah.
But it was odd they didn't IL Taillon. And that's why that Heaney, they convinced him to just get optioned.
Right.
Because they were like, hey, if Taillon has a bad next 2 days, you're right back with us.
Yeah.
So just go to Tampa and do this and this.
Yeah, and I guess maybe for today they said they weren't going to use Velasquez, so they might as well add Albert Abreu.
It's probably
Who knows?
they're probably just annoying travel for him. Or is he with them?
He's with them. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they really...
Abreu was 10-day rule stuff, so it would allow him to come back earlier. JMO, I think they're saving.
Oh, I love that. If that's the way they snuck Abreu on before the 10 days. And now he can be there, and they could IL Taillon for Velasquez or something like that.
I think they're I would assume they're saving either JMO's going to pitch that last game, or if he can't go, then it's air it out.
I mean, that last game might be
it might be important, might not be important.
if it's not important, it might be heel starting with Wandy and Litke going, and
Well, the other thing is JMO might want that for 60 bullets to see if he's got any. That might be his last shot to, be a part of the Yankees this year.
yeah,
You know? We'll see.
What was it in 2018? Didn't they have it wasn't it like a chance at it was like a
Yes.
before the wild card it was like nobody. And they could have got their 101st win. It was Sessa, then Robertson. So that's like one inning of work for him. 2 outs. Loaisiga, and he wasn't anything at the time. Sheffield, Tarpley, Cole, Adams. So that's what they did the last time they had a meaningless 162 before a wild card game. They didn't throw any high level. David Robertson wanted a day. I'm guessing it's their call, but they didn't throw anyone else. So if Sunday does not matter, I would guess it's and Taillon could fit that bill if he just wants to work. But then after that, I would expect it's none of the top tier relievers, so you have to get him in.
Litke.
Yeah, Litke, Wandy,
Herman.
Joely, they could get work.
Yeah.
But my point is it's a very nice convenience. So win tomorrow.
Win tomorrow.
Win.
Everybody else lose.
Win for Bronxie. Can I ask you who the other teams are playing before we go?
Yeah, so Boston's playing at Washington.
And now Orioles are going to Toronto.
Orioles are going to Toronto. So
Orioles have been a wrecking crew.
Orioles have been a little pesky. I mean, here's my thing. Toronto in their lineup against Baltimore in Toronto. I mean, that just feels like 3 wins. I mean, baseball happens, and we just saw Boston lose 2 out of 3, so we'll see. At Washington for Boston, I think that's a little difficult. Washington's throwing some young pitchers, a couple with talent. Josiah Gray, the big piece in the Scherzer-Turner trade, gets a start. He's not having a great year, but he's got talent. And then Rogers, who's pitching before him, he's been good, and that's at Washington. And then Seattle. Despite all of it, the Seattle Mariners are playing at home, and their stadium has had a little juice the past couple days. They've won 4 in a row, 9 of their last 10. They play the Angels without Trout, Rendon, and Ohtani's not pitching. He will hit. Seattle's got a really good chance to sweep. And they are tied dead heat with the Boston Red Sox, 89 and 70.
I think the Orioles get 1 game. It's funny that the Orioles Twitter account now is just going to use all the same gifts, but change out the Toronto for the Red Sox. I know it's funny.
Use the good stuff. Play your hits,
Oh, man. No love for Gardy. He's been awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a big 2-out hit to score Gleyber when they were getting no hit and all that in game 2, I believe it was. And then he had a homer today. So I don't know what his numbers of late are looking like, but his at-bats have been good lately.
And there was I think he had an interview with Meredith where they were talking about how he's having a good second half, and he's like, well, yeah, I had a bad first half.
That's pretty funny.
Duh. That's how you rectify that situation.
I wonder what his pitches per plate appearance numbers are, Gardner, because he's usually top dog.
Brett Gardner has 3 months this year with an OPS in the 8s. June, August, and September.
Any of those really little games?
No, Brett Gardner doesn't miss games.
It's funny. He has pitches seen per plate appearance. Let me see this. Because he has not qualified, but he's averaging 4.56, which I think might be highest of anyone who has as many plate appearances as him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you drop the minimum to 440 plate appearances, I think he would have the most pitches seen per plate appearance in MLB. which is pretty wild that he still brings that skill set because it doesn't always feel like it.
Right.
But I'm scrolling through it right now, and I think no one else is in the 4.4s.
And by the way, and, you know.
Yes.
Well,
so he'd be the holy shit, dude. That's pretty cool. No one else is in the 4.4s. He's at 4.56 pitches per plate appearance. You have to go down to someone like a pitcher that has like 2 at-bats and work 2 full counts to find someone that sees more pitches per plate appearance than Gardner. In the postseason, that is a huge skill. If Gardy can put together 3 at-bats and see 15 pitches in the postseason, and especially if we get to a long series, it's a huge skill.
And you know, go check our PPP, probably clip it out. You know who played the most games in outfield for the Yankees this year?
Brett Gardner.
38-year-old Brett Gardner.
Madison Bumgarner is is one of the only people that has more than 40 plate appearances that has a higher pitches per, 4.65. Gardner is the highest in all of baseball out of hitters. It's only like, you know, people with 10 pitchers or 10 or less. Highest pitches per plate appearance. I know a lot of people scoff at that. In the postseason, if you can bring defense, some speed on the bases, and that,
good at bats.
that's valuable. Shit, it's cool. All right. I think that's the episode then. We will be back tomorrow on YouTube, and it's a separate podcast feed if you don't listen to it. But the pregame show. Well, are you not doing it? Are we just going to text it?
I won't be here. If you guys want to, but.
Yeah, guess we'll just do a video, I guess. So I lied off the bat.
Nothing.
Pre-game show, we'll make our picks. I'll tweet out a video or tweet out the picks. And then we'll be back Sunday. Sunday, if there's any games that matter at all, not just the Yankees game, I'm hoping it doesn't matter. But if there's any games that matter, Jake and I will be on the recliners in the office on the Talkin Baseball YouTube channel, just kind of flipping around, watching and reacting to what's going on in the league. So join us for that. Monday night, the day before the wild card game, we have a very special live stream. It's a 7-game series of our own, me versus Jake, in a table game called Beanho. So you're going to want to check that out on JOMBOY and Jake TV. At like 7 o'clock Monday night. And then once the playoffs start, we're with you.
Only disclaimer about Bino: if there's a game 163, I think we're probably gonna watch.
Yeah,
that.
Changes things a bit.
But
And
it
we'll
would
be
be a day game.
Talking
so.
Yanks, by the way, we're gonna be here Sunday. End of series.
Yeah, after
End of
it'll be
series
Sunday.
recap, all that.
Normal stuff there. But yeah, we're gonna have.
And we're every day soon.
If you're looking for content, we got you.
Yeah. All right. See you guys. Go Yanks. Tell them, Grams.
Go Yankees.